No, it's all right. Hey, I'm in the area putting a story together. Just want to let y'all know that I'll be out in the parking lot filming a little bit in the cars and around the parking lot where I'm allowed to get into. I just want to let y'all know that I'll be out there.
Who are you with?
I'm with myself. There's no one else with me. I work for myself. I just want to let y'all know that I will be out in the parking lot. I just didn't want nobody to see me on the camera and kind of freak out about it. Just want to let y'all know that I'll be out in the parking lot. Just getting information together on certain cars out here and certain police in the area. That's all. All right. Thank you. Putting an article together out in the area. Article together of these cars out here. I was inside City Hall. She said she let the mayor get back with me, but I just left and came over to the police department. Spoke to the lady out front and told her I'd be out here just taking a few photos of the license plates, the tags, the inside of the cars, just trying to see the upkeep of them.
Okay. Do you have any identification on
I do not.
All right, guys, this is how it starts: calm, transparent, and completely lawful. A man steps into a public space, announces himself, and makes his intentions crystal clear. No hiding, no sneaking, no deception. He's filming, openly, gathering information for a story. He even gives a courtesy warning so no one feels uncomfortable. But here's the reality: transparency doesn't always prevent suspicion. In fact, sometimes it triggers it. Because the moment a camera appears, especially near authority, everything changes. People get nervous. Questions start flying. And suddenly, a perfectly legal activity is treated like a threat. This isn't chaos, this is the beginning of a pattern. A pattern where awareness is mistaken for danger, and where exercising your rights puts a target on your back.
You are when you're out here casing the place. I don't know what you're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm just filming. That's all.
Okay. Well, you say that, but I don't know what you're doing.
Well, I mean,
Okay. Why are you out here filming police cars and police cars and tags and stuff?
Just for general public knowledge. That's all.
Okay. I need to see some kind of identification.
I don't have any
some
on me.
kind of identification.
I don't have any on me. Can I have your name?
Yeah, you step right over here in my car. I'll give you my name and I'll get you.
Well, who are you?
I'm Sergeant Pete.
You're Sergeant. Is there an officer above you?
Huh?
Is there an officer above you?
The chief.
Chief of police. Okay.
You want to talk to him too?
You might want to go get him.
Okay.
Because you're above your jurisdiction out here, partner.
No, sir, I'm not.
I can show you, but I can tell you.
Don't walk off.
Well,
No, sir.
first off, I'm free to walk with.
Reasonable suspicion
Of what
right
crime?
now, which is why I have
Of what
to
crime?
stop.
Of what crime?
And I'm gonna gain
Suspicion of what crime? You're
information.
avoiding that question because you know you done dug yourself in the hole.
Reasonable suspicion.
Of what
It is
crime?
not normal for somebody.
Are you
to
a
walk
law
into
enforcement or a
Are you
normal
gonna talk over
enforcement?
me, or would you like me to explain it to you?
No, see, you're digging yourself in the
Would you
hole
like
now.
me to explain
It's
it
not
to you?
normal. So you're telling me that every law that's written in the U.S. has to be normal in order to be a...
No, sir.
Okay, then
I'm
you just
telling
answered your
this
own
is
question.
Reasonable suspicion,
Of what
and I'm
crime?
going to identify
Of what
you.
crime? There's no crime here. You just don't like my camera.
Would you like me to explain
I
it
don't
to
want to
you?
like anything.
If
I
you'll
just...
stop talking, I'll explain it
You're right.
to
I'm
you.
gonna stop talking because I'm gonna
You've
keep doing what
asked
I'm
me.
doing. All right,
No,
bye.
and you're not going anywhere right now.
You cannot
Not
restrict
until I
my
identify
you
you.
can't restrict my movement in this public area. You can't do it.
Absolutely,
No,
I can at the moment.
you can.
Because this is where tension builds fast. The filmer explains himself again, calmly, respectfully, but the response shifts. Instead of understanding, he's met with suspicion. Questions turn into demands. Why are you filming? What are you doing? And then it escalates. Identification is requested. No crime. No complaint grounded in law. Just discomfort. That's the key difference. The man stands firm, reminding them he's working independently, documenting publicly visible information. But authority doesn't always respond well to independence. And here it is, the first major red flag. When lawful behavior starts getting questioned like it's criminal, you know something's off. This is no longer about curiosity, it's about control. And the camera. It just became the center.
Detained until I find out.
Detained for what crime? Tell me that. And after you answer that question,
Find out what you're
after
doing.
you answer that question, tell me and tell my attorney what crime you're detaining me for.
Well,
Let me
your
hear.
attorney got nothing to do with
No,
that.
He
Between you and your attorney.
He has it. No. That's between you and my
Okay.
attorney. You're gonna cost
I
this
need to
department
know
a lot of
why
money.
you're out here
I don't have to
filming
tell
police
you a
vehicles.
damn thing.
Huh?
Are you the chief? How you doing out here, brother? Can I talk to you, sir? Because this officer here is irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you, brother. Yes, you are irrational. I'm David. Nice to meet you. I'm doing a little filming out here in the parking lot. Not only has he threatened to detain me, and his suspicion is it's not normal. My question to him was, is it normal or is it illegal? He said it's not normal. I said, sir, I've broken no law. I'm filming. I'll be on my way. He told me I was detained.
What I want you to do is I would like for you to at least look at that yellow sign that's on the building over there.
Did
You
I
see what it says? Authorized personnel only?
In this parking lot or down there?
It's this whole section because
so why isn't
they drive through here?
So why isn't their sign there?
Hurricane Michael, actually. We haven't had a chance to put all the signs up.
So until that sign is put up, there's no sign here for you to abide by.
The other question that we had, there was a concern actually that prompted us to actually talk to you.
Yes, sir.
Out here in the public, there is no expectation of privacy. We all understand.
Can you tell him that there, please?
He understands that as well.
I would like for you to tell him that on camera,
What I want you to understand is that when we as law enforcement officers get calls from the general public, all right, it is our job.
The sergeant steps in, and immediately, the tone changes. Authority enters the scene with confidence, but not with clarity. Identification is demanded again, but when asked the critical question, what crime? There's no answer. Instead, we get something dangerous. It's not normal. Think about that. Not normal becomes the justification. That's where the line gets crossed. Because in a free society, not normal is not illegal. The filmer doesn't panic. He doesn't escalate. He simply holds the line, repeating the only thing that matters, reasonable suspicion of a crime. And that's where everything begins to fall apart. Because without that, there is no legal ground to stand on.
If a person's carrying a television at 10 o'clock at night down the street, that's not normal behavior.
But is it illegal?
Okay. So that gives us the right to at least talk to the individual to determine if they are committing a crime or have committed a crime.
I'm glad you said that.
Okay.
So after he talked to me, can I talk, please? Because you've said more than enough to answer all his questions.
Okay.
You said that y'all are obligated to come talk to find out there's a crime being committed, correct? So with that being said, let's go back to you. Is there a crime being committed? No, but I want to talk to you. I want to talk to him first. Is there a crime being committed right now?
I don't know yet.
You don't know that.
I'm trying to determine.
So what crime do you see? There's a camera. There's a man in a parking lot. Where's the crime? You won't answer that because you don't put your foot in your mouth, you idiot.
We received a call in regards to you videotaping.
Yes, sir.
In a building.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the question is, and the concern is that was an individual casing this place for a potential robbery? Okay. So that is how the call came out.
You're joking, right?
No, I am not joking at all.
Those sweet
you
ladies.
Have to understand, what is today's date?
Those
Today
sweet ladies.
September the 12th.
The day after 9/11. And my heart goes out to every family that lost a loved one.
So some of these individuals are still edgy.
So those
about
sweet
it.
ladies called you after I talked to them.
When you have an individual that comes in and videotapes and tries to go into areas that are for authorized personnel.
Well, I didn't walk. I asked
you to. This is where it escalates fast. The word detain starts floating around, and now we're in dangerous territory. Movement is questioned. Authority tries to assert control. But the foundation? Still missing. No crime. No evidence. Just a camera and discomfort. The filmer pushes back, not emotionally, but logically. He invokes his Fourth Amendment rights, protection from unlawful detention. And you can feel it, the shift. The officer starts losing control of the narrative. Because when facts replace authority, things get shaky. This is the moment where ego starts stepping in. Because instead of backing down, the pressure increases. And that's the problem. When ego replaces law, rights get violated.
I'll be down this hallway. She said, no, there's a sign there. I said, yes, ma'am. I won't go past that sign.
That is what prompted us to engage you in conversation to find out what your intentions were. If you're just going around filming, by all means, have at it.
Don't tell me that. Tell him that, please.
He's aware of it.
No, I want you to.
He's one of my employees.
Honor your oath and tell this man that I am allowed to film as long as I stay within a publicly accessible area. Please tell him that. Tell him.
He's aware of it.
I want you to tell him, please. Make me feel better. You're a public servant. Please serve me.
He just heard me say it.
But I want you to tell him.
I'm not going to go into that. Okay?
So you won't correct your officer in public?
No, I'm not saying that I'm not correcting him.
Well, can you tell him, please?
He knows because I just told him.
I want to document you telling your sergeant. I want you to document you.
Everybody on YouTube knows the same thing.
This isn't going to YouTube. This is going to the local news media because that is unbelievable that he's going to tell me that suspicion of me filming is enough to detain me, and you're going to allow him to tell me that?
Yes.
You know you did.
I am going to allow him to do that because I explained to you the circumstances.
But was there a law?
We received a call by the general
How you doing,
public.
buddy?
I have the right to find out.
So we have the opportunity.
You don't have that right. I got a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from you.
Okay.
I have a Fourth Amendment right to protect me from idiots like you.
All right?
I have a right.
Now, let me explain something.
No, I'm not insulting.
There's no
The
need
truth,
to
no.
insult
I got a First Amendment right that allows me freedom of speech.
All right. So
Oh, it is on video. And
Now here comes leadership, or at least, what should be leadership. The chief arrives, and for a moment, you expect things to reset. And partially, they do. He acknowledges something critical: filming in public is legal. No expectation of privacy. That's the truth. But here's the problem: he won't enforce it. He won't correct his officer directly. Instead, he shifts the conversation to signs, hypotheticals, and what-if scenarios. But none of it sticks. Because there are no signs. No restrictions posted. No laws broken. This isn't clarification, it's damage control. And when leadership avoids accountability, the situation doesn't get fixed, it just gets...
I will. I promise I will do my best. Go ahead, follow suit, partner. Bye.
You still haven't identified.
Go, and I'm not going to.
Why?
I'm not going to. Follow suit. Holler at your partner.
Because the chief said so.
No, because I'm telling you to. Bye.
No, you don't tell me anything.
I bet you're going to go in that door.
You have a nice
I bet
day.
you're going to go in that door.
You have a nice day.
I promise you I will. Please leave. You're harassing me now. I've done nothing wrong. Please leave.
there's no need.
I'm not upset, but tell your sergeant to swallow his ego here and just leave.
No, the thing is
Tell your sergeant to swallow his ego and
I'm
leave.
asking you now, all right?
To do what?
We are de-escalating.
And I'm trying to
You
de-escalate. No. I'm
unfortunately,
de-escalating.
are bringing it back up
How?
because you're trying to belittle this
How?
individual.
No.
So
His ego
it's
is in effect.
over.
And now your ego, because you're telling me I'm belittling. Okay, it's over. All right, I'm done
just saying
talking.
that you're
Okay.
creating a scene out here.
I'm not
It's
creating a scene.
necessary.
Y'all came out here. Adios. Thank you. I will try.
Because this is the turning point. The justification finally surfaces. A call came in. Someone thought he was casing the place. That's it. No evidence. Just fear. The chief even references post 9/11 anxiety, trying to frame the situation emotionally. But here's the reality. Rights don't disappear because someone feels uneasy. The filmer dismantles it piece by piece. Calm. Precise. Direct. Is there a crime? That question keeps coming, and it never gets answered. Because it can't be. And once that truth is exposed, everything starts collapsing. The authority fades. The argument weakens. And what's left is just a camera, and a situation that never should have escalated this far.